to another video upload from Aspie with Attitude, and I hope you're going good right now. Just to introduce myself, my name is David. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. Have autism, Asperger's syndrome, and that's why I call myself an Aspie. Since this is episode 350, what I like to do in this video upload is to explain traumas, what it means going through a traumatic event. Without telling my life story, just like what I said back in episode 186, when I was speed up, something that I've uploaded back on the 13th of July 2021, when I actually got attacked at a nightclub back on the 13th of July 2001, or talking about being experienced in getting punched up in the toilets. So that's all in that video as just one example. Just to get on with it, there's always unlikely and definitely real confronting events. It might be witnessing abuse, violence, and just any natural causes that gets beyond our control. It could be a house fire, or it could be a car accident. Or you could be witnessing a serious crime, like you might be witnessing a murder right in front of you. It just all comes in various shapes and sizes, these unfortunate events that goes all beyond our control. And it all just becomes like pretty much bad memories that you cannot get out of your head, which works like spiders in your head kind of thing. And we're talking about those unfortunate events that's all beyond our control. You know what happens is, when you're traumatized, you just never stop thinking about it as much. It just all goes around and around in circles, non-stop. And it may cause us to avoid things that reminds us from these bad memories of traumas. Like, such as, if you've been a victim of a car accident, whether you're driving a car or you're a passenger, it may happen that you may avoid getting into cars after going through this one traumatic experience, being involved in a car accident. And that could also feel like it just leaves a scar for life. And once you've been through those traumatic experiences, it usually causes depression. And if you want to know more what I mean by depression, you can always check out episode 196, which is Autism and Depression. Something that I've uploaded on the 11th of September 2021. And considering that those who actually did witness the fall of the World Trade Center back in Lower Manhattan on the 11th of September 2001, most of these people will feel a lot of traumas. And it could also mean that, let's just say you saw the skyscrapers collapse on that very day. Normally, it may allow you to, could actually have you avoiding going to any more tall buildings or even into elevators. And maybe you don't want to be in the city anymore after witnessing that real horrific traumatic event that happened in New York back in 2001. And maybe it just changes your perception in your life that you should spend the rest of your life living out in the country. I wouldn't be too surprised that one person would have saw the World Trade Center collapse, and before you know it, right now, that person could be spending the rest of his life or rest of their lives working on the wheat field in Oklahoma. Considering that, even getting involved in a tornado could be very traumatizing as well. So we're talking about natural disasters in Oklahoma, where you get tornadoes. Consider that in New York you get the World Trade Center. So witnessing events like that, it's always traumatizing no matter what, whether it's man-made or natural at all. And one of the most common thing is people who are caught up in a war, whether if you're a soldier, regardless on which side. Considering that at the time I made this video on the 15th of July 2024, I can look into the war in Ukraine if you want to. Doesn't matter if you're fighting for Russians or fighting for Ukrainians, or you're just trying to run away from a war. It's actually one of the most traumatizing experiences you could ever be going through. So just just many examples there. Well, certainly it can be a very life-altering experience, and it does really change your perception in life once you go through these traumatic events. So like, memories can just last a lifetime and can go on loop. Sometimes it can take a while to get over it. Most people, or some people, just never do. And also, traumas could also be affected whether you just lose a loved one, like you're talking about a member of a family, or a friend, or a pet. But how it is though, like, this is all just a fact of life and everything like that. Yeah, just thought, like, since this is the 15th of July 2024, so this is why I decided to make this video. Well, it's just a very, very hard video to make since I haven't felt any traumas lately or anything like that. The only thing that may come as close is what I said back in episode 97, when it's all in the past, something that I did for 8th of February 2020, just before the coronavirus pandemic ever happened. So like, the conclusion to name this video upload, well, it's all in the past, so it will be this video then, since this is episode 350, something I'm doing for 15th of July 2024. Speaking of which though, if you like what I'm doing in this YouTube channel, please, why not subscribe to Aspie with Attitude? That way, it's showing more support for my channel. And also, don't forget to ring this notification bell if you want to keep up to date with Aspie with Attitude. And also, don't forget to please like this video content. That way, you're showing more support for this channel. And also, please feel free to leave in the comments down below what could be your most traumatic experiences. And something I forgot to say though, like, the best idea when you go through these traumatic experiences, especially if they're recurring bad memories, yeah, just my solution is always see what you do to get emotional support, and always talk to people. And for instance, if you sort of like lost everything in a house fire, you're not alone. There's always other people out there who lost stuff in a house fire. It's always worthwhile getting emotional support. And pretty much so, like when I was talking about how I was attacked at a nightclub, yeah, got plenty of emotional support from other people who were actually attacked at a nightclub. So just as the way things go, and always seek help, always see a psychologist, make sure you see a professional psychologist, because like they'll do what they can help and everything like that. It's always about getting social support when you're going through these traumatic events. And I've even, back in episode 196, I've left a lot of important phone numbers for any Lifeline hotlines, pretty much from 6 different countries in there, always worth checking. And since I actually see enough, well, that's the best I can talk about is always get social and emotional support if you get these recurring traumatic experiences. Well, it's just no good hiding it and bottling it up. Always let it all out. So that's where the video will finish with Fidget Spin Nose Streak. And I'd like to say, you know, just hope you're feeling good and everything like that. And I'd like to say peace and respect, and see you next time. Thanks for watching Aspie with Attitude, episode 350. Peace.